Hello, 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 everyone. How is everyone doing today? What's that? Gerber 404. Nikolai. Oh, from Prism Slack. Welcome, Nikolai. Thanks for joining. Oh, and I see you subscribed. Thank you very much, my friend, for the subscription. So is this the first time you're catching my stream? I think it is. I think it's the first time I've seen you. Is my, let me check something. Check. Okay. My audio looks good. Maybe I'll back this up a little bit. I might be peaking just a little bit. A little too close to my face. So how is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is well. I'm doing pretty well. Busy. Super duper busy. I don't know if you have noticed, but I've been pumping out a lot of videos lately. So the thing is, I get tons of questions all the time, right? And so, Gerber44, first time. Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Every little bit helps, right? Every little bit helps. But, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. You would think it's a Monday, but it's not. Oh, I think I was talking about, yeah, I remember now. So recently I've been releasing a number of videos on my YouTube channel. And what prompted that was, I get a lot of questions from all over the world, from tons of people, about various topics and subjects. And normally I just reply to them individually. I'm like, yeah, here's the reply, off, done. But then I realized, like, you know what? I am sure this person is not the only person with this question, right? So I decided from now on, when I get questions, I'm probably going to maybe do a little blog post on it and even record a video and publish that content out to everybody so everyone can benefit. So I recently published 2 videos on my YouTube channel. One about replacing the system context menu on a window in WPF, and another about appending the existing system menu on a WPF window in WPF. So check those out if you haven't seen them already. Another cool thing is yesterday I recorded an episode with the .NET Rocks podcast, and that was a really fun episode. Had a lot of great conversations about client-side development. I mean, we talked about Prism, we talked about WPF, we talked about WinForms, we talked about Blazor, Xamarin Forms, Angular, React, Vue. I mean, we talked about it all. It's pretty awesome. Go Soldier. Good evening. Well, it's kind of mid-morning for me. It's like 10 a.m. my time. 12 a.m. to be exact. I'm over the West Coast of the United States. So yeah, that .NET Rock show should be published. I think it's show 1672 and will be released on January 30th. So should be fun. Cheers. Okay, so today, Switzerland. 6:13 p.m. I have a very, very good friend that lives in Switzerland. Laurent Bouillon, you may have heard of him. Very good friend. Same for Germany. I guess you are all on the same time zone area, right? Awesome. All right, so today I thought I would continue my work. We have that sample application that I'm kind of playing with. I'm trying to convert from a code behind app to an MVVM app, and trying to look at the API of a embedded dashboard data analytics engine, right? Turn my music down a little bit. It's a little loud in my ears. But yeah, so I'm converting this application to an MVVM application. I'm trying to identify areas of the APIs that I don't like, that I might want to change. And you know what? Maybe today you can help me redesign those APIs, right? Let's just do that. Let's just hop into this. Let's just get into this. I only have 2 hours. Launch this sample app here. All right. I think I'm ready to go. So let me run this application, kind of see where we are at. I think it was Thursday. Last week. I know it was last week. All right. So here's the data analytics application we are building, or refactoring, I should say. It's already been built, but we're refactoring it. We have our sliders for our filters to change the filters. We have some more click-based filters here. Not bad, pretty cool. So everything seems to work. We only did the sales view. Now we have some more views to mess with. Now, if you joined me last week for this stream, you might have remembered on that, and I'll run it again, that date time slider. We were having issues with the data binding working. Like, this was not working. Like, what's going on? Why would that not work? Well, I found the issue. And actually, this was hard to find because it was actually a bug in the control itself. So I found a bug that's probably been there for over a decade. How can I be the only person to find that bug? Essentially what happened was, before, there was a loaded event here, right? And then all this code was being executed in the loaded event. So if I run this application, let's see what happens to this date time slider. You see now this date time slider is all messed up. Like, it's not working. This slider should actually be manipulating this left side, but instead it's manipulating the right. Like, it's just all messed up. So what I discovered is, if it was done in the constructor, it worked perfectly. So this tells me there's a bug that is not listening for the data context changed of that control and updated the bindings accordingly. So, of course, I submitted that to the team, and there will be a fix shortly. Another thing that I noticed, I wanted to kind of briefly show you what I did offline. So I saw this setup real view static call, and I didn't even notice that this was in a static class over here. For one, if you know me, I really hate static classes with a passion. Gerber 404, this is how I feel about most third-party Xamarin Forms controls. Yeah, exactly. It's the nature of the beast. These controls can get complicated, and you don't know how many bugs your stuff has until you have millions of people using it. Let's just put it that way. Then you find out real quick, right? But as I was saying, I hate static. And originally, I thought that this was part of the API, until I realized, no, it's not. So I looked at this. I'm like, what is this doing? All this is doing is setting up the view's local data source provider property. Really? Like, why would you do that? Why? It's very bad coding practice in my view. So that code was here. So I removed that code. I created a base view model. And look what I did. In this base view model, I just added a property for that data source provider. And I also moved out a lot of these static methods they have in this static class into my base view model. Right? So if we look at my sales view model now, right, I have these calls I can make, and everything is just fine. It's all MVVM now. And if we look at the view really quick, I'm now data binding that data source provider, right? I'm not creating a static method call in some utility class to set a property of our view. Like, come on, really? What the heck? That's ridiculous. So I have an idea of why they might have done that. Maybe. But even then, it's not implemented correctly. I think what they were trying to do is just have one instance of this and to share that, maybe? But even then, that's not going to happen because you're still creating a new instance of it every time you call this static method. So I don't know what the purpose of this method is, but we're going to get rid of that. So now we have a view model base. This load dashboard, once again, this load dashboard was here in the dashboard static class utility. Don't like it. As well as this get dashboard stream. So I pull that out, right? And I still don't like this. So this reveal utility, what a stupid name. I'm sorry. I don't like that name. This is what you use to load the dashboards. This is actually part of the Reveal SDK. And so I don't like this API at all. So we might want to write our own API, and then I'm going to go to the team and say, this is what it needs to be. You know what? We could do that right now. You want to do that right now? Sure. Let's do that right now. Why not? Let's put this under a new folder. I'll call it API. So for one, when we look at this code, static is always bad in my view. Always bad. I would rather have an instance-based API and then allow the developer to wrap those instances in their own static classes if they wanted static, right? And I don't like reveal utility. So if you look at this reveal utility, we load. Do you see what I see? Hold on, I'm just going to pause here for a minute. Do you see what I see? Look at the names of these methods real quick. Just, I'm going to pause. Yes. Lord Dashboard Sync. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god. Lord, I've never seen that. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I've never seen that before. Okay, we're definitely fixing that one. That is horrible. Yes. Yes, go Soldier. Gerber 404. If anything, this should say load dashboard async, and this should just be load dashboard. Oh my god. Okay. And then I'm also looking at this get filter values. This should probably exist off the dashboard object. Why is this a static method and some weird utility? Like, this shouldn't even exist here at all. This is the wrong place. Right? Okay, so let's fix this. We're going to create our own class. And I'm going to name this, how about Reveal Dashboard Loader? I don't know. Something like that. Do you guys like that? Would you rather have like a Reveal Engine maybe? I don't know. I think this explains exactly what's going on, personally. Right? I mean, we could do something like, I don't know. Let's play around a little bit. Public class Reveal Engine. Right? What do you think? Anybody have a... Well, I'm a little close on this. I keep peeking on my audio here. Okay, so Gerber44 is saying, doesn't know what any inference APIs. Okay, that's great, because this allows you to help me design this to where it would make sense for you. And so what is this Reveal? Okay, Reveal is a data analytics engine. Okay, and basically, actually here, let me pull up my new released version of Microsoft Edge Chromium, right? So revealbi.io, and essentially this allows me to embed data analytics dashboards into my applications, right? So this is the sample app we're working on, and we're using their API to embed data analytics. However, I'm not liking the API. So the first API I want to fix is this weird reveal utility.load dashboard. How are we actually loading dashboards? Well, obviously I'm going to have an interface no matter what I do. Okay, so public I reveal dashboard loader. So this is, you know what? We'll go with dashboard loader for now, and if I don't like it, I'll change it. Essentially, I want to eliminate static. The static call that they have. Yes, Go Soldier, it's just for loading stuff. So that's why I think the dashboard loader makes more sense. Right? And so if we look at what this does, I'm just going to copy this into my interface. We'll add a stream, system.io. Load dashboard was, interface, don't need that. And this is actually, we're going to fix this right now. Async. God. So Gerber 404, okay, so from my point, I just learned about utility and dashboard/dashboard loader classes. I thought it might be unnecessary to prefix everything with reveal. You know, I was thinking the same thing, actually. In this case, I think it's important for this specific class to have the reveal in front of it. But what I don't... Oh, let's fix this right quick. What I don't like on these objects, RV dashboard, I think that stands for reveal dashboard. Why can't that just be like dashboard? Right? As long as it's in like a reveal namespace, yeah, using reveal, something like that, or reveal.sdk or something like that, some type of reveal.sdk namespace, then we wouldn't have to prefix all these objects. That's my thought exactly. And yeah, I agree. Maybe even don't even need the reveal here. It's just dashboard loader. Because it would be in the using reveal.sdk namespace. It's kind of what I'm thinking. But, you know what? Let's just leave it this way for now. Because we can always change it. I reveal dashboard loader. Okay. Now let's look at their code here. And this should be actually easy. Load dashboard. This is the async one. Oh, not data. That's a stream. Why not call it a stream? Call it what it is. Call it what it is. It's not data, it's stream. Okay. And then let's do this. This is their, excuse me. I can't even type sync. It's so awkward. That. Okay, I already like this better. I like that much better. So let's, this is what I think it should look like. Now, here we could do a couple of things. If I wanted to update this code, I could say dashboard equals new reveal dashboard loader, because I'm not using dependency injection right now, right? So I'm not going to try to inject it. There we go. Reveal dashboard loader. dot load dashboard async stream. Can we do that? Oh no, we have to, I think we have to await it. Yeah. I like that a little better. Now, obviously, in a production application, I would actually inject this via the constructor. And so maybe I should simulate that actually. I think I will. I think I'll simulate that. Simulate. If I can spell, simulate injection of loader. So let's do this. Let's take this out. Right. We'll put it up here. Dashboard loader. Okay. And then we will simulate this by creating a new instance. Equals new reveal dashboard loader. Now I could say dashboard loader. Okay, that's a little better. Now in a real application, I would be using dependency injection, and I would simply do something like this. I would do this, right? And then that. That's what I would do. But I am not using dependency injection in the sample, so I'm going to just simulate that. But this gives me the option in the future, right? It gives me the option to do this. Okay. Let me... Is my audio okay? I see my levels are kind of peaking quite a bit. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Okay, I like that. I like that. What else can we do? So looking at get filter values. I don't know if I'm using that anywhere yet. But I'm liking this better already. So we fixed that naming convention. Let me go back to my sales. I don't think, you know what, the best thing to do? Dashboard utility. No, that's not the best thing to do. What is this? What are they doing? Okay, let's close that. So I think I'm done with the sales. Let's go ahead and work on this marketing. Let's open up our main window and uncomment the marketing tab. And what's this say? Oh, it's a bug. Look at that. Unable to load SkiaSharp DLL. Interesting. Let me, where's my notepad? I have a notepad that I was taking notes. Okay, so we are getting on the, what is that, marketing? Marketing.xaml, we have exception, cannot load. Yeah, cannot load SkiaSharp. Because this is the sample that everyone gets, right? So if we're shipping this to you, it better work, and your designers better work. This is unacceptable to me. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it worked. Let me build. Maybe it will work. Nope, that's not it. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's start fixing this. Okay, I see linking dashboard. Let me run this and see what it's supposed to look like. So now I have this marketing tab that I can click on. Okay, another dashboard. I can set certain filters, last 30 days. Yeah, last 30 days. It looks like I can link to other dashboards. Open campaigns. Go back. Okay. I kind of get it. Diamond. Gintron. Jingtron. Did I say that right? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right. This is looking pretty easy, right? Pretty easy. So let's go ahead and see what we can do to fix this one. First off, we need a marketing view model, right? I'll make it public. Although, you know, technically I don't need to make it public because I'm not using dependency injection and it's internal to the application. So I'm just used to it. And this is going to be a view model base. Okay. Probably need a CTOR here. Let me copy this logic here, because I'm not sure if I'll need this or not, but I will find out real quick. Okay, so let's get rid of this stuff, and we'll do a marketing view model. Now, what I'm doing is I'm checking if I'm in design time, because I've already seen that the SDK will automatically try to run code against databases and services and things like that at design time, and we can't have that. So I am fixing that right now. Okay, I'm not sure why that isn't a loaded event. I mean, that could just be done here. Okay, marketing loaded. So we're setting up the real view. Actually, I haven't fixed this yet. Hold on. So that means my view model base. We're going to data bind our data source provider to our data source provider. Detaching of event not required yet. Not when you're in the code behind. You normally don't have to detach the event because it will be collected with this view in its entirety. So when the user control is collected, all that would be collected. What gets you into trouble is when you have other objects creating event links to this. So if I had like my main page hooking into an event of this, then definitely that main page would then be routing because of that event attachment. But in this case, all the events are within its own object. So when this object is collected, those would be collected as well. Okay, so now we need to... So this is done. So we need to load the dashboard. Which dashboard? Okay, let's take this dashboard ID into our view model. Right. And what did I do? I'm going to go look at my marketing one, my sales. I think I just did an initialize right here. I'm going to copy this out because I'm lazy. I'm so lazy. It's so bad. Okay, we're not doing any of this stuff. Right? And we're not doing any of this stuff. So I need... Where's my... I'm going to grab this settings property as well. Which, you know, I've used it twice already. This actually might need to go into my base view model. I will consider that next time. Initialize. Okay. So we're loading our dashboard. Oh, wait. Oh. Yes. Okay, that's in the base view model here, which is using our dashboard loader. Perfect. Okay, so back to marketing. Okay, so that means this is done. Okay, so loaded is good. Don't need that. Don't need this. Right? I guess I can move this up a tad. Now, this is an event. I could use... Actually, we have this callback. Dashboard utility.get. Okay, that I don't like. Once again. Oh, so I move that to my viewModel base. So I guess I'll make that protected now. Let's see. How do we want to handle this event? We could use an event to command, right? But what would I pass to the event? I would need to call this callback. Visualization linking. Visualization linking. Okay. So I'm assuming, I'm going to run this really quick. Because I think the visualization linking... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something's not loading. Oh! Wait a minute. I forgot. Let's go back to... Am I working in marketing? Yeah. Here. Settings. Binding. Settings. Remember, I added that property, but I need to data bind those settings. I'll restart that. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Now it works. So I think the visualization linking event occurs when I click this Open Campaigns button. Right? I think that is what's happening. So let's hit a breakpoint just to confirm my suspicions. Right there. And let's click the link. And yes. Okay, so let's look at our event args. Come on, there we go. Callback. Title. URL. Okay, title. So that's all we get. So essentially we have to make this callback method. How should we do that? I'm going to open up my sales because I already have the code for the event to command here. Interaction that triggers right there. Yes, this should work. This should work. So what I'm thinking... And then we'll add our using. And what's the name of that? Not there. Where am I? Marketing here. It's called Visualization Linking What? Visualization Linking Dashboard. That is a horrible event name. What the heck? Hold on. I gotta make another note. Rename. Don't like that. I don't like that at all. What do you think this should be called? Let's look at what they have here. Visualization linking dashboard. So this invokes when we essentially click a link to Nest to load a different dashboard. Clicked. Yeah, visualization. Well, it can't be visualization clicked. Visualization link clicked? Or maybe link clicked? Let's run this real quick. I don't like the linking. Whoops. That's not what I want. I don't like linking because, for one, it indicates it can be canceled. right? And if we look at the E here, there is no E.cancel. And that is just .NET standard naming convention. You cannot, if it's linking or something, it's cancelable. And this is not cancelable, so that cannot be that way. So some ideas, maybe let's go visualization link clicked. That's probably better. I like that better, actually. That's better than linking dashboard. Heck, I want to keep these short too. What about this? Link clicked. Like whenever you click a link, right here, let's do that. Or maybe just link clicked. Something like that. Or I don't know, maybe dashboard link clicked. I don't know. Yeah, I think you can only open other dashboards, maybe? I'll have to actually talk to this is my first exposure to this API. I wanted to take the I've never seen this approach and work with it and see, you know, build my own opinions. So I haven't had any training. So once I get my notes together, I will talk to the team and see what we can do. What were they thinking? But I think I like dashboard link clicked. Something like that. I kind of agree with Gerber 404 here. I don't know. And something else that I'm not sure of, let me run this again, is I don't know what they're naming each of these cards, these visualization cards. This is probably what they're referring to as a visualization. So I think that's why they were saying visualization link clicked, because I think this is a visualization and this would be a link. So maybe. But I'll have to see the intent, because if the intent is, yeah, you could use this to launch other dashboards, or you could use it for something else, then maybe it should be visualization link clicked. Or just link clicked. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. We have options though. Okay. So let me get this poorly named event. Oh, looks like, hey, we fixed our problem. Look, we're not crashing anymore. So that's good. Where am I? Marketing. That's where I am. And we want the link clicked command. So that means I need to create one of these, and I'm going to get rid of the sales. I'm done with sales. I'm done with this loader too. Okay, so let's create a command here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do object for now, because I'm not sure exactly what I'm getting. Okay, that looks good. Let's move this down. Question about the event itself. So is it required to be an event at all? If this new API should be used in WPF with something like command delegate work. Well, the thing about this is you have to expose it as an event, because you always have to support the base framework, right? So the base framework implementation for WPF is code behind. So we always have to expose an event. That's just kind of how you have to do it. But we want to make it to where you can use this in an MVVM, MVP, MVC type environment. So we want to make sure it's extensible to allow you to do that, right? And so that's what I'm testing here. I'm trying to test what exactly we can do here. So command parameter, I'm going to put binding for now. I'm going to pass the whole thing. Oh, element name. I'm just going to name this dashboard. Let's give this an, oh, I hate that. So yeah, unfortunately, you always have to add an event handler for these things. XMLNS. No, sorry. I'm giving it a name. Xname. Dashboard? Not dashboard, dashboard. All right, so let's hit a breakpoint here. And let's see what we get back. Let me bring this over. So that hits, that's fine. Okay, we are getting the view model. Okay, so we don't want to do that. Definitely not what we want. So probably not going to be command parameter. Event arch parameter path callback. Let's try this. Let's see what this is. Because I'm wondering if I could just make that callback in my view model. Okay. Can't do that. Not, okay, not set to an instance of an object. That's interesting. Because the link command shows me that these args have a callback. Did I misspell it maybe? Yep, I did. Misspelled. Yep. Gerber 404, that was it. Okay, let's try this again. So that's the event handler. Now we look at this. This is a method. Okay, we have it. So let's try, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to test this. This is going to be kind of cool if we could do this. I got to make sure I have the right type. So let me now change this. We lose two properties, right? There was, yeah, but we don't need them. I'm only passing what I need, right? And I never want to pass the actual event args. I just want to pass what I need. And so I'm going to test this and see if I could just pass this. And then what are they doing? They're making this callback. Let's test this out. This is going to be cool if we could do this. And what are they using? I'm just going to copy what they have up here. This is the child dashboard, it looks like. So I would rename that. This would be kind of sweet. Definitely don't want to do this. Now this is on our base class of our view model, right? So we can make that call. Now let's go and comment this out. Oh, I'm excited. I hope this works. That would be kind of cool. Let me get rid of this. Okay. Crossing the fingers. Please work. Please work. Marketing. Let's go to Open Campaign. Beautiful. That is awesome. And we have a date filter up here. Our campaign ID. Nice. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's some magic going on here. Because all I passed was the ID of the campaign and the actual dashboard, which is up here. Campaigns, this dashboard. right? That's all I passed. However, it knew what I clicked on. So what I mean by that is, okay, I'm going to click on Aquamarine. Look, campaign ID, Aquamarine. I didn't have to pass that. Huh. Interesting. I guess that could be a good thing. All right. So now what that means is I can come and remove this altogether. Remove that. Oops. And remove this event handler. And this is much better. Now, if I was using Prism, I wouldn't even have this code. This would be completely blank. But this is not a Prism application, so I am not doing that right now. I just want to keep it a bare bones MVVM application, right? I don't want to introduce too many new concepts to people. Okay, so we have marketing. Looks like. And I'm almost thinking this settings. I think settings needs to be. I think settings. Yeah, actually, we can simplify this. Let's go view model base. Right, settings, going to add that there. That means in my sales view model, I can get rid of this settings property. And I could almost, okay. Any tip on what you would do when you need multiple things from that event? Yeah, it really depends on what you need. I mean, personally, I would never pass the entire event args because normally event args exist on the UI portion of an application. So you don't want to pass the event args themselves. You may have some type of object that you wrap them into, some type of event arg info that exists on your data layer, right? That you can control and mock and test and all that kind of stuff. That could be one way to do it. Because there's other things on here. You have a converter parameter. In this case, you can pass the event args to the command, like all of them, by setting pass event args to command. And this is just using the Microsoft WPF behaviors NuGet. Okay, this is not a Prism thing. This is nothing special. This is directly from Microsoft, even though I added it. This is from the Microsoft XAML behaviors for WPF, right? But I added a lot of these properties to this command action because Prism uses these, and I want to take that responsibility away from Prism and have Microsoft take that. Anything that requires less code on my behalf, right? Okay, so next we got the marketing done. You know, another thing we could do actually is loading the dashboard and creating settings from that dashboard happens on every view model. So what if we did that in the base view model, and all you had to do was set your dashboard ID, right? Let's do some more before I do that. Let's just wait, because I think this is something that has to happen every time. I think this could be refactored into the base view model, and then we could get rid of all that code too. We can get rid of all this right here. We can really clean that up. Okay, let's revisit that. We'll revisit that. What is next? Campaigns. Okay, let's go to campaigns. Does campaigns have an issue? It kind of looks like campaigns has an issue too. Yes! Campaigns has the same issue. I'll make sure I'll address that too. Okay, let's fix that. Let's go to campaigns. We'll need the code behind. Yeah, see, same thing. Oh, what is this? What is this? Why are... I see this line of code. Then I see a loaded event. I see that line of code again. I see a loading a dashboard here, but I see it loading a dashboard here. With what the heck? What the heck are they doing? I'm confused. Why do that? That's confusing. We're not going to do that. I'm actually going to make a note of that. So, campaigns. Whoops, I can't spell. Oh, well, spelling's not important. Campaigns.xaml.cs loading dashboard twice using different approaches is confusing. Okay. Got that. So we're going to fix this. Let's go ahead. Create a new view model. Okay, and where's I could probably copy most of that mess. This is what I want to copy out though, right here. Campaigns, right? We want to get rid of all that. This is doing the same thing. Oh, I cannot spell campaigns. Okay, we got that. This is just confusing. I don't get what they're doing there. But we're gonna grab this dashboard ID, stick it here. Right? No, not there. Come on, Brian, what are you doing? Pay attention. Okay. We need our view model base. Then we're going to change this. Settings, binding settings, and data source provider down here. Binding data source provider. Data source provider. Okay, whoops. Zit12, what is Reveal? Well, let me just show you. So if we go to Reveal BI-IO, Reveal is data analytics. So it allows you to visualize your data, to interpret and predict and integrate into your applications. And so what we're doing is we're using, I went and downloaded this SDK here. I hit download SDK, I filled out this form, I got to download, and it's allowing me to embed data analytics dashboards into my WPF application. So I am testing this API, fixing what I don't like, and then I'm going to provide feedback to the engineering team based on what I found. Right? And I have a list of stuff that needs to be fixed that I am going to have them fix. And thank you for the follow, by the way. I just saw that. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go back to our marketing view model. And actually, I'm going to copy this. Copy, copy, copy. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Let's see. Go Soldier. Does it make sense to put the dashboard in the viewModel base class and override it in the specific viewModels? That's what I'm thinking, actually. I'm thinking about putting this dashboard, the settings, like I'm thinking about updating this viewModel base because that seems to happen every single view we touch. We are running this code right here. Every single one. So I'm thinking we should put that in the viewModel base and then create methods that we override to change any behavior we want to change. But I'm going to finish all these views first. That way I have all the information I need to make the correct API decisions. Right? Because you never know what we're going to run into. All right, so we did that, That's all this one's doing. So I could delete this, and I could delete this. And let's get rid of this up here. And I'm going to change some reflection. Why is reflection up in there? Okay, so let's run this. And now we should see the campaigns tab. But I'm with you, Ghost Soldier, 100%. I think we could do some great refactoring there. Okay, and this worked. Oh, that's cool. How do we see it like this? No, I don't like that one. Cool. Okay. Another one. Check. Check, 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 check. Awesome. Okay, what's next? We have manufacturing. Let's go to our main window. Yep, manufacturing. So let's fix this one. We'll uncomment. Same problem with that one. Broke my designer, so we will fix that. Make a note that that one's broken too. So let's open up manufacturing. Ooh, there's a lot going on manufacturing. Look at this one. Control templates, item. We have an items control. Here's our real, hold on, let's look at this. Let's run this. Let's see how this is supposed to function before I break it. Okay, let's go manufacturing. That's it? Oh, wait, there's something down here. I was about to say. Oh, okay. So I can click on these items at the bottom, although these are very hard to see. Does the dashboard link clicked event in the marketing tab still work with the refactored campaigns dashboard? Let's find out. That's a great question. Yes, it does. Great question, though. Great question. Yes, it still works. Good test. That would have sucked if that didn't work. That's hilarious. Okay, so I might want to make these bigger at the bottom because I almost didn't see these at the very bottom here. It's kind of small. Okay, I kind of get what this is supposed to do now. So let's begin our magic, shall we? Let's see. What are they doing? Let me close some of these. Let's look at their code behind. What do we have going on the code behind? Okay, we have a lot more going on here. Faux show. Okay, so this has definitely got more going on. Let's start by just getting the data hooked up properly. So I'm just going to copy some of this code here just to get us ready. Comment that out for now. But this is where our work is going to be done. So now I need a manufacturing view model. And this is a view model base. Now I can uncomment this. Okay. Definitely gonna need the CTOR. Oops. Let's go back to. Gonna have to do this for sure. Yeah, this code is the same. We need to refactor that. Definitely. Definitely need to refactor that. Comment, get that. Put that up here. Call initialize. Okay, so we don't need. Ooh, what? Update visualizations. What does update visualizations do? Okay, maybe I shouldn't get rid of this just yet. Okay. Oh, I see a property here. Visualizations. Observable collection of RV visualization. Okay. Where are we? New observable. Dashboard. What are they doing? Add. Okay, so they're creating this collection of visualizations. They're looping through all the visualizations in the dashboard and adding it to that collection. Okay. And then what? Wait a minute. I think I see what they're doing. Okay, single visualization mode equals true. Okay, so let's set that. Let's set that on our settings. Not campaign, not there. Here. So on our settings, they're saying we're setting the view to a single view. Okay, I totally understand that. Then, okay. Here, they're building up a collection of all the visualizations in the dashboard. Okay, I got it. I know what they're doing. So let's add an observable collection here of visualizations. Visualizations. Right? And we can set this equal to a new instance here. Okay, and then they're populating. They're populating these. Okay, so let's do that. Let's just copy what they have. And this is dashboard. We'll just do that. Okay. Not bad. And then they have some click event handlers, which we will mess with later. Okay, so what I expect to see when I run this, I expect to see all the visualization listed at the bottom and one thing loaded. So let's see what we have. Okay, so we don't have anything loaded, but we did get the all the visualizations at the bottom. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't. There we go. Forgot to do my binding. Oh, it's a data provider. That's what it is. Data source provider. Okay, now let's see what we got. So manufacturing. Okay, so we got it. We have the first visualization showing. We have all the others listed at the bottom. And right now it still works because we're using event handlers. So obviously that is not what we want to do. And where's that item template? Toggle button. I don't know, we need a toggle button. Let's set the height on this to like, I don't know, 150. What's that look like? I want it bigger, that's all. I just want it bigger. It's kind of small. There we go. That's a little better. Those are bigger. Maybe a little big, but at least you can see them, right? Okay. So, let's see what they're doing. Data template, toggle button, click. Maximize viz click. So you click on this. They're getting the viz ID. Okay, so once they had the viz ID, so they're storing the viz ID in the tag. Okay. So we're gonna need a command for sure. Then they clear visualization buttons. Why are you doing that? Let's run this again. What the heck are they doing? Just use a freaking button. Oh, because they want it highlighted. That's why. Oh, that's it? There's a better way to do this. You could use like a radio button group and then restyle it to where you don't see the radio button. Something like that. But we'll work with what they got, right? We'll work with what they got. Yeah, see? This is why this doesn't work. That's why that doesn't work. That's a... Nope, can't use that. Where are we on? We're on manufacturing. Tigglebill, thanks for the follow. Don't use toggle buttons. We could use something else. But for now, I'm just worried about functionality. I could do all the UI stuff later. That's not a big deal. So all of this code right here is solely to control the freaking buttons, which is ridiculous. I'd rather use a radio button group and just restyle the radio button, because those automatically select and deselect each other. Okay, then you get the maximize viz. And then, oh, we have to call something on the actual view. Okay. So I'm going to step through this just real quick. I want to make sure I understand exactly what's going on. So I'm going to click on units lost. The tag says, okay, that's the ID. Okay, don't care about that. This is the current maximize. Oh, that's what they're doing. They're getting the current maximize visualization. And that's off the view. Crap. Okay. Yeah, that could be problematic. Please be a dependency property. And it is not. Because at least we could data bind to that one way. Okay. This is a tricky one because I do not want to access, I don't want to have code behind. Don't want to have code behind at all. So let's just start playing around a little bit. Let's see what we can do here. Delete command. I don't know exactly what I'm getting, so I'm gonna start with object. We'll do viz ID. Oh no, no. Select. What am I call this? Select visualization. Right. Select visualization. Okay, let's play with this and see exactly what we can get. We might have to do some type of custom behavior or some type of, yeah, go soldier. Nobody likes code behind. Who likes code behind? Nobody. We might have to do something advanced. Attached property, maybe an attached property. Maybe. We'll find out. Let's start small. The first step is to get this toggle button, tag ID. Okay. I used a trigger here. Let's try this. And add our using statement. Click, it looks like. And then command is the, I forgot already. Gosh. I don't even know how I write code anymore. I don't remember any of it. Element name. Oh wait, no, this, there we go. Give it a name. Dashboard. Okay, and then we want, in this case, command parameter binding ID. Instead of the tag, we'll get the ID. Okay, so let's hit a breakpoint. Let's see if we're getting the ID. Manufacturing, units lost. So let's see the ID we're getting. Ends in 204. Ends in 204. Okay, so we are getting the ID, which is awesome. Now, we got the ID. Oh, did we see the data type on that? Was that a string? Yes, it's a string. It's a string. Okay. So let's change our delete command to be a string. Okay, so that's fixed. I mean, we could do that, but my stuff's not going to be null. The clearing, I don't care about. So all this code, I don't care about. This is what I'm concerned with. What if we did like a custom behavior? And what we could do, work with me here. Tell me what you think. What if we had a property called like viz ID that we would set when that parameter was invoked? And then that viz and we had an attached or a custom behavior, right? That, or maybe an attached property. Maybe, yeah, attached property. We do an attached property. And then when this, we data bind the attached property to this value. And when it updates, then we do the switch. What do you think about that? Is that a good approach? Or should we do I mean, we could do a behavior, right? I mean, what do we have here? Interaction. I mean, we could do a behavior. But maybe an attached property would make more sense. I don't know. But this does... This is something that should be built in, though. I think this is a feature that we should add. Because if I had the attached property, I can get the object that it's attached to. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I wouldn't have access to it. Because if I attached it... Oh, wait. I could attach it to the actual real view. Yes. Okay. Let's do something like this. Let's do real view properties. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Dude, I haven't written an attached property in forever. This is going to be a string. Selected visual. I can't spell. Visualization. Owner. And we'll go string.empty. Okay, now if we did this, I hate when this goes at the bottom. Okay, so now that I have this, we can do, gotta add donut local XML and S, API equals Reveal SDK samples API. And then on here, API selected visualization, if I spelled that right. Binding selected visualization. Visualization. So let me build this to get rid of that build error. Oh, whoops. Okay, sorry. Let's do this again. And actually, that's probably not a good name. It should probably be selected visualization ID. Right? Because that's what it really is. Let's be real here. Okay. I think that's better. Now I could take... Oh, I got to rebuild it, fix that error. I think we're onto something here. Okay. Now we need a property on our view model, which we already have. Look at that. Right? No, that's a command. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, here we go. Prop B, string. You know what? Nope, this needs to be, sorry. It needs to be like that. Selected visualization ID. And now, selected visualization ID equals parameter. Check that out. Now what we can do is we need to come here and add some property metadata. One of this is the property change callback. So on selected visualization. Oh, I can't spell. Visualization ID changed. Ooh, that's a mouthful. Let's bring this down. And then one thing I like to do with my attached properties is instead of using the static, we actually can do, well, it doesn't matter. You know what? Honestly, it doesn't matter in this case. Normally, when I'm dealing with an instance property, I would provide an instance method as well. But we don't need to do that. So we'll say var real view equals d as real view. Boom. Now, what do we have? We have e dot new value. Okay, so what are they doing here? Let's go to their code behind. Let's just copy this. Copy, copy, copy. Paste, paste, paste. Okay. Oh, I said real view. It's reveal view. Right? Oh, I see what I did wrong. Yes, Ghost Soldier, I did. I did. Reveal view properties. Oh my gosh. So that means I need to fix my XAML now. There, fixed. All right. So now that we have, oh, I gotta rename the class. There we go. Okay, so we will get var selected visualization ID equals e dot new value dot toString. I think we have it. I think we have it. I think we have it. What a simple fix. I'm gonna put this at the bottom. I think that looks good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit a breakpoint. Go to the code behind. I'm going to comment out this code, because this will validate if it's working. I think it's going to work. So right now, oh. Oh, we got to check for null. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so if e dot new value equals null, return. Just bust out of that damn thing. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? We're out of there. And just to make sure, let's hit a break. Yeah, no, let's comment it out. There's no way that's executing. Okay. Manufacturing, let's hit. Well, I have 2 units lost here. Okay. We got a reveal view. We have our new ID. We're going to grab that. The maximize viz ends in DE. Ours ends in BF. Oh. Revealed that dashboard. Okay, no, that works. That's exactly what it needs to be. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes. We are so smart. Now, we'll fix this toggle button crap later. But check that out. You know what? Hell, we could fix it right now. Yeah, stop debugging. Oh no! I thought that was to close the application. Okay, let's go back to our manufacturing. Let's change this from a toggle button to a button. To a button. To a button. To a button. We'll get rid of the tag. We'll get rid of the click. Anything. Don't care about these triggers. Anything else to do with toggle there? Let's run this. I love WPF. It's so freaking easy. You can do all kinds of cool stuff. Even when you don't have access to the control you're dealing with, you can extend it in so many different ways. Oh, okay, wait a minute. No, I did the same mistake. I want to undo this. What's the background? Setter. Let's get our background right. All right, let's try this again. Yeah. Yeah, looks good. Oh, units lost? This is neat. So what this means, actually, I didn't like that background color. I think they had transparent as the other option. Yeah, that's better. Okay. That's better. Okay, awesome. Oh, I'm so excited about that. So that means this can be deleted. This can be deleted. That can be deleted. This can be deleted. That can be deleted. Oh, it's so amazing. All these can be deleted. Man, I got something in my throat. Okay. That is awesome. And once again, I would love to get rid of this, get in design mode, but if we don't do this, our designers crash. So I'm going to have the team look into that actually. Okay, so we have manufacturing done. Man, I love this little trick we did. Love it. Clean that up. And we'll be refactoring this in a little bit too. What else do we have? Let's open up our main window. What's left? Oh, the empty dashboard. Well, this should be pretty easy if you ask me. Oh, another error. Empty dash board. Same problem. Not a good problem, but we'll fix it like we always do. So what does an empty dashboard look like? Whoa, not very empty, is it? Reveal settings equals new reveal settings null. So we're not loading a dashboard, and we have data source requested. Why do you have to have this? Why can't I just add data sources? Let's go look at this API. Data sources requested. Oh, look, on this one they had visualization data point clicked, but they didn't decide to name that data visualization linking clicked or link clicked. They didn't even follow their own convention. Image exported. Save dashboard. That's a method name. That's not an event name. Maybe dashboard saved. Oh my gosh, look. Dashboard save events. Look at that. You have the event name right in your event args, kind of, but you don't have it right on the API. Oh my gosh. So why do we have data sources requested? Why can't I just have a collection of data sources? Data provider, data source provider. I thought that's what the data source provider was for. So I gotta ask you another question. Is there a way to create data sources without relying on an event to fire? Because that would just be ridiculous. Okay. So it looks like we could do our callback trick again. So we could do that. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. So let's create a new view model. This is empty dashboard. Whoops. View model. View model base. Actually, I don't know why I make that public. It doesn't have to be public. Ugh. And let's just copy this. See, in this case, we're not loading a dashboard, but we are creating new settings. Okay. So that's done there. Where was we were doing? I think it was manufacturing. We did that trick with the callback. No. Where did we do that? Marketing. Let's do this. We can do that. But we are needing that. Okay. We have that. That's not bad there. Let's also grab our simple little code snippet here. Empty dashboard. Dashboard view model. Let's copy all of this. To that. List. Man, this was probably the easiest one. A little bit of copy and paste. And then let's comment this out to make sure it works. Actually, hold on. Oh, before I forget. Let's go settings, binding, settings. Actually, not yet. I want to see the code behind method work first. I want to validate this is working. So create dashboard. What do we have here? Text box, visualization, select data source. First row has labels, sheets. Hey, Lily, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Good to see you. Long time no see. Yeah, it's been a while. You must be busy. I know I'm busy. How about sales? That's good. It's good to be busy. Okay. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. So, okay, this works. I think it works. Detonated! Hey, good to see ya. I'm doing great. I am doing wonderful. We are just building some data analytic dashboards. Aren't they pretty? Aren't they pretty? So pretty. Okay. Let's go ahead and close this. Now, where's my code behind? Okay, let's uncomment this. And I think, okay, let's see. It should work the same, but now we're using our view model, right? It should work the exact same. No, it didn't work the exact same. At all. Oh! Because I took out that line of code. Let's do this again. Oh, I'm just analyzing some dummy data, right? I have some Excel spreadsheets and things like that. So I'm just analyzing dummy data. Essentially, I'm rewriting this very poorly written. Oh, no, I don't want to say poorly written. That's not fair. That's not fair. I will say we are rewriting an app that was written with a code behind approach, and I'm converting it to a MVVM approach, right? Okay, got it working. Text box. Hello world. Oh, I can't even spell hello. There's a text box. Can I do anything with this text box? Oh, large. Center. Well, that's not very large. I want to add a visualization. Oh, but this didn't work. That code did not work. Oh, because I didn't hook it up. I didn't hook it up. Actually, I got a right here. Data sources requested. That's what I need right there. Come on, Brian. Come on, let's rename this. Hey, how come that didn't rename? I said rename. App looks great. Thanks, Detonated. I didn't style it. I'm just fixing all the code. Trust me, you should see some of the mess we've been dealing with. Oh my gosh. It's not pretty. Not pretty at all. Okay, let's see. Oh, I gotta rename this. But that's why we do what we do, right? We love to say everyone else's code is crap and mine is wonderful. We love to say that. Hey, Code Rush! Thanks for the follow, my friend. I guess you just got finished streaming yourself. I saw you go live this morning. Okay. So now what I have to do is, I got to remember where nope, it's not what I got. Where was, here. I'm going to grab, I'm going to copy and paste. I know this is so bad. I know, don't copy and paste. It gets you in trouble. But man, does it save you time. Right? I'm so bad. Do as I say, not as I do. Right? That's what they say. And then what's the name of my data source requested command? Okay, so I know I'm going fast here. I know I'm going super fast. XML and S. No. See, I went so fast I forgot what I was doing. I need a name. Alrighty, so we have an event trigger for the data sources requested event. And then I'm going to invoke a command when that event is invoked. I'm passing the callback. Let's go to our view model. This command will be invoked, which will then run this code, which is just some dummy code that we're using. Looks pretty simple though. So let's run this and see if I broke it. Let's see, shall we? Oh, nice. Okay, visualization. And we have our visualizations. Northwind orders. What's this? Does this work? Oh, it does work. I haven't used this before. Results, meta, suggested table 1. How about suggested table 1? How about that? Postumo, thanks for the follow. I don't know what I'm doing here, but we'll put that in the values. How about offset in the rows, maybe? Nope. Okay, this is not a good. Let's discard this. That's not a good one. Let's go here. Oh, this is where oh, okay. So if we go sales. Now, I'm not quite sure how to do this. How about employee? We'll add as a column, maybe? No? Values. We want revenue. Right? Revenue. Okay, nope, we don't want that. How do I view the data? Okay, but I want to change the chart type. How do I do that? Oh, right here. Got it. Oh, nice. Okay. How about a stacked bar? No, I don't like that. How about stack column? Sure, why not? Okay. And there's our visualization. Cool. So it works. We fixed it. It is everything is an MVVM application now. That is amazing. Everything works. We got rid of all that ugly code behind. And we also did some neat little tricks with some attached properties, which I really enjoy, which actually, I wonder if we could take advantage of that trick somewhere else. So let's actually get rid of this because we don't need that anymore. We don't need this code anymore. We have a proper MVVM application now. The last thing left for us to do is to actually refactor this base class. Because if we look at all of our view models, they're all kind of doing the same thing when they initialize, right? We're creating a dashboard. We're creating some settings, then some properties off those settings. However, I am running out of time. Maybe I'll save this for Thursday. Also, yeah, you know what? I'm going to save that for Thursday. I'm going to stop right there. This is a good spot. This is a good spot right here. And don't forget our new dashboard loader interface and class. I'm going to I've been taking lots of notes. These are all my notes about all the stuff that has to change that we've run into so far. And so one of those is getting rid of these ridiculous static utility classes that are not testable, impossible to mock. All right. And the naming, oh my gosh. Lily, you missed it. But I want you to see, hold on, I'm going to go to this. For everyone just joining, because I've seen some new people join, I got a kick out of this one. Check out this API. Look at this method name. And look at this method name. Do you see a problem there? Oh, come on. Oh. Yeah. And then this, get filter values. This shouldn't even be on this. This should be on the dashboard. Because it gets the filter values off the dashboard. So the dashboard object should have this. Actually, you know what? I'm curious. Let's go to a dashboard object. I'm going to see if it is on there already. Here's a dashboard. Get filter, what's it called? Get filter values. What do we have? Get filter by ID, by title, but no get filter values. So if I wanted to get the filter values off of that, I would have to say, where is it? I don't even know the name of it. Dashboard utility, get filter values, pass in my dashboard. Ugh, come on, type. And then all the other information. Come on, man. You have the dashboard right here. Just get filter values. You already have by ID and by title. Who wrote this? You know what? When you're under tight deadlines and you just got to get it to work, sometimes you make decisions that you don't really think through fully. You know, we've all been in that position, right? We've all been in that situation where maybe we have a deadline or something, right? Something has just caused us to make a poor decision where we know maybe it's not the best approach, but my boss is yelling at me. I got this time constraint, something else, like someone's waiting on me. So let's just get it out. Yeah. So let's assume that's the case, and I'm going to go back and fix it the best I can. Now, this is just my initial review of the API. I haven't done like a really deep dive into the API. This is the very surface. But Thursday, we'll probably come back, refactor a little more, and look for more of those weird API issues that we can fix. And we'll suggest changes. Yeah, we'll write our own API with your help, right? Oh, dashboard has filter property, baby. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Dashboard.filters. No, doesn't have the get filters because you need to pass in the filter and a cancellation token, I guess, if you want to cancel getting the filters. I guess. Sure. But yeah, I'm going to have to find out their thought process. The dashboard object attain. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you already have the dashboard, then you don't need to be calling a static method to do that. No problem. Easy fix. Easy fix. No big deal. The bad part is this is already in production. So the next release is going to have some breaking changes. You know, and that's, I'm going to go back to this. And that's why we created this dashboard loader class as well, with an interface, right? Instance-based, because I don't want to be calling static methods in my code. And I don't want to suggest that that's the way to do it in your code. However, if someone wanted to do that, they could wrap an instance-based API into a static class if they wanted to do that. But that's not going to be the default if I have anything to do with it. Because I'm going to use dependency injection. right? I'm going to use DI. I'm going to inject this loader. I'm going to be able to mock it, test it, and all this great stuff. So, yeah. We will talk more about API on Thursday. As of now, I think I'm going to have to get going pretty soon. However, I wanted to ask you all a question. I am thinking about starting to do Pluralsight courses again. Now, these take a lot of time. A lot of time. That's how come I stopped. I think it's been, 3 years, maybe more since I did my last Pluralsight course. Just because it takes so long. I mean, you see a Pluralsight course, okay, I think one course I did was like 7 hours long. Or 6 hours long, something like that. I don't remember. It was long. However, those 6 hours of produced content, I think it took me over 6 months. Maybe 7 or 8 months to do. It's a lot of work, right? You got to do all the slides. First, you got to plan everything out, right? How's the content going to flow? How are you going to teach this? Do all your slides. Do your demos. First, you have to do your before demo. Then you have to do an after demo. Then you have to record yourself doing the demo while teaching the content, right? Then you have all your editing and your audio. Then you have all your post-production stuff, your questions and answers stuff that they have you do. Like, there's a lot. Oh, and it goes through a review process. So every module or every video that you record, you have to submit to them. They'll give you feedback. You'll have to edit that and re-record portions if necessary. I mean, it takes a really long time. However, I'm thinking about doing more, but to help with the time, so I'm not, normally I would record all my courses late at night. Wouldn't get a lot of sleep. I wouldn't get to see my family a lot because they would be out there, bonding, and I'm in here creating a Pluralsight course. But my thought is, what if I did a Pluralsight course, but I did it on stream? Like, I can utilize the time during my stream to create the samples, right? To go through to plan the flow of the content, and you can help me plan that flow. Like, maybe I need to talk about something I didn't even think about, right? Maybe I'm talking about something and someone in chat says, "Oh, did you think about this?" I go, "Oh my God, you're right. I didn't even consider that." I can work on my slides, write the demos. Probably won't do any of the actual recording, but I could do the editing. And you could see like all the work that goes into creating a Pluralsight course. I don't know. Would that be something you all would be interested in? That might be kind of boring for everybody. I don't know. Watching me create a Pluralsight course. It's a thought, right? It's a thought. Something I'm thinking about. Nothing set in stone yet. I've been talking to my content editor at Pluralsight. They're like, "Oh my God, we haven't heard from you since 2017. Would be really nice to have an updated Prism intro course for new Prism updates. And actually, that's something that they said. They're like, "Hey, maybe you should update your old course before you start writing new ones." So I might do that as well. That probably wouldn't be as bad because there aren't a ton of updates for the WPF Prism stuff. I know there's like Prism application is new. The iDialog service is new. The delegate command has some new properties on it I could talk about, but the rest of it is basically the same. So that might not be too bad. I could do better on my slides though. I know I could do better on the slides. Yeah, detonated. I think it could be useful for both sides as well. Right? I don't have to spend all my nights working on the Pluralsight course. I could do a little bit during the stream. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. We'll see. It's in the works, right? I'm talking about it. All right, everyone. It's about that time. It's lunchtime. I'm hungry. I'm starving, actually. I've only had one breakfast this morning. Normally, I have two. I'm used to eating like 6 times a day, and I'm only eating once so far. I'm really hungry. I want to thank everyone for joining me today, and I hope to see you again on Thursday. Same time, same place. Lily, detonated. Long time, but I'm glad you showed up today. It really made my day. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today, and I will see you next time.